You know, when a crisis hits, there are those who run away from the danger, and then there are those who run directly towards it. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on these emergency response teams. We'll break down the absolute core principles that let them walk into chaos and create control. Let's dive right in.
Seriously, just think about that for a second. When things go sideways, what's the real difference between a panicked crowd and a life-saving, coordinated rescue? It's not just about bravery, and it's not just about having the right gear. The secret ingredient is structure.
And that structure, well, it's personified by the Emergency Response Team, the ERT. These are the folks who aren't just trained to act. They're trained to act like a single, well-oiled machine, specifically designed to turn that chaos back into control. So, what's their secret? How do they pull it off? It really boils down to 4 foundational principles that every single member has to master. And look, these aren't just helpful tips. They are the absolute non-negotiable building blocks for any successful response team. First things first, it has to start with the individual. Before a team member can even think about helping somebody else, they have to be safe themselves. This is rule number 1, the most fundamental of all, the principle of PPE. PPE, of course, stands for personal protective equipment. And we're not just talking about a simple hard hat and a pair of gloves here. This is a whole spectrum of gear, from something as basic as splash goggles to, fully encapsulated chemical suits with their own breathing apparatus. It's literally the shield between the responder and the danger. And this really gets to the core of it all. The whole point of PPE isn't just about being safe, it's about staying effective. Because think about it, a rescuer who gets hurt just becomes another victim. It's a simple but absolutely profound rule. You are no good to anyone if you become a casualty yourself. The responder safety is always priority number 1.
Okay, so once a team member is protected, they need to be able to do something, right? They need to be able to act. And that brings us right to our second pillar, the first aid requirement.
So what is first aid in this context? It's that critical, immediate care you provide right there on the scene. It's the all-important bridge between the moment an incident happens and the time professional medical help can arrive. It's all about stabilizing, preserving life, and stopping a bad situation from getting any worse. Now here's the kicker. Every single member of the ERT is trained in these skills. There's no, hey, wait for the medic, no. Anyone on that team can step up and provide life-saving care at a moment's notice. And that just multiplies their power and effectiveness on the ground.
All right, so now we have individuals who are protected and they've got the skills to act. But how do you get a whole group of them working together seamlessly without just creating more chaos? Well, that is where the Incident Command System, or ICS, comes into play.
You can think of ICS as the official playbook for managing any emergency. The most important word there is standardized. It means everyone is speaking the same language, everyone knows the game plan. It creates a clear command structure with very defined roles, all the way from the incident commander at the top, right down to the specific teams carrying out the work. It's the universal language of emergency response. I mean, think about it this way. Who's in charge? ICS tells you. What's my specific job right now? ICS defines it. How are we tracking all our people and equipment? It's all built into the system. And the best part? It's totally scalable. The same basic structure works for a small, localized incident or a massive, multi-agency disaster. It just works. So, we've got our protected individuals, we've got our life-saving skills, and we've got our rock-solid organizational structure. But there is one more essential piece that literally ties everything together. And that's the communication requirement. This comparison just says it all, doesn't it? If ICS is the blueprint, the structure of the team, then communication is the lifeline. It's the actual flow of information that makes that structure come alive and function. You can have the best plan in the world on paper, but if you can't communicate clearly, that's all it'll ever be, just a plan on paper. And we're not just talking about chit-chat here. This is about disciplined, purposeful communication. It's how leadership gets the critical updates they need, it's how different teams coordinate their movements, and it's how everyone on the scene maintains what's called situational awareness, which is basically a shared, real-time understanding of what's happening everywhere, all at once. So, let's step back for a second and put it all together. These 4 requirements, they aren't just items on a to-do list. They are truly the foundational pillars of preparedness. you can see how it's a logical progression, right? First, you protect yourself by mastering your PPE. Second, you act effectively by applying first aid. Third, you organize all of those actions within the ICS structure. And finally, you connect the entire operation with crystal clear communication. See, each pillar supports all the others. And that right there is the ultimate takeaway. This is the formula. This is what transforms a random group of skilled people into a powerful, cohesive, life-saving force. It's the complete mastery of protection, action, organization, and connection that truly defines an emergency response team. So, I'll leave you with this question to chew on. Think about the teams in your own world, maybe at your job, maybe even your family, or in your community. When the pressure is really on, are these pillars in place? Is there a system to protect, to act, to organize, and to connect? It's definitely something worth thinking about. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.